The Obama Foundation Scholars Program at Columbia University gets over 3,000 applicants every year. And this year, only 11 were accepted, including 2 Canadians.
Yes. They're here to share what the program is, how they applied, and what they hope to do when they finish. So please welcome to the show, founder and CEO of OGO Health, Khalid Hashi, and Digital Democracy Fellow at Public Policy Forum, Victoria Kuketz.
Welcome. First of all, congratulations to both of you. Those are some odds. Khalid, we're going to start with you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, but specifically also the project that got you recognized by the Obama Foundation?
Yeah, so I'm a Somali Canadian, and I lead an organization named OGO Health, and we are a provider of digital health solutions. So we work with governments and local partners to build and contextualize tools for beneficiaries. I was actually inspired by my first-hand encounter navigating the health systems in Somalia. I met my grandmother for the very first time. I've never met any of my grandparents before, and this was my first and only living grandparents. And I met her over her medical appointments, right? And getting to meet my grandmother and also through those conditions was quite difficult. So everything was paper-based. There was no continuity of care, and the doctor was working under extreme conditions. And I kept asking him questions, and he said, do something about it. And I thought, okay, I don't have a background in public health or medicine. So I started selling these $10 pins in my local community in Edmonton, Alberta. We started a GoFundMe, started applying for grants through Global Affairs Canada and Grand Challenges, and today the organization is supporting over 1,000 facilities.
Wow. It's amazing.
That's fantastic. All right, so Victoria, what about you? What's the focus of your project?
So before I get started, I just have to say how excited I am to be here. My family's proud of me being an Obama scholar, but they're more proud that I'm on the socials here. So I grew up right here in Toronto, and I actually taught grassroots communities about democracy, about their rights, about their freedoms, about their responsibilities. But I encountered a lot of people who had barriers, and a lot of people who said things to me like, I don't know where my next meal is coming from, so I can't think about this right now. And it actually propelled me to start working on issues that address barriers, that helped us understand polarization. And I helped scale a national project that brought 1,600 young people into conversation. We heard about social pressures, the decline of being able to access good information, isolation, loneliness, and a whole bunch of other things that really helped me to understand what was going on in the pulse of our country. At the Obama Foundation, I'm now scaling a project in how we build trust to address what I've learned.
Wow.
That's great.
That's amazing. And as we mentioned off the top, Victoria, you are one of 11 people accepted into this year-long, fully funded leadership program. And you've been there for a few weeks now. Tell us about the first few weeks. What's it been like? What have you learned about the program so far?
It's been really overwhelming in a great way. So first of all, having all of our needs met like that really frees us up to be able to work on the interventions that we need to push forward. The other thing I would say is I am quite amazed by how incredible our cohort is. Like you hear Khalid is such an amazing person, but there's also Valentina who comes from Argentina, and she teaches migrants and refugees about entrepreneurship. We have Samia who teaches rural communities in India about menstrual health, and we have Mahmoud who teaches and reports on issues around journalism and building democracy in the Middle East, just to name a few.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Incredible.
Well, as we said, I think you guys said you're about 6 weeks in or so. Khalid, what are some highlights that you've experienced so far?
Yeah, so a couple of major highlights. So last month was a General Assembly in New York. So we were able to attend a lot of high-level meetings with different partners, and I was able to meet the Canadian delegation, which was great, that are working across innovation and public health. I must say I actually started learning about the program through a DM I received in my inbox in 2021. And it wasn't the right time to initially apply, I felt. And then it was great that I was able to circle back with that individual and say, hey, I got accepted. Thank you so much.
Wow.
And this was
amazing.
And this was a student out of Columbia who thought about our work. So
That's incredible. Listening to all the great things that you guys have done and being part of this foundation is great, but I gotta ask you a very vain question. Have you met the Obamas? And what do they You know we're all thinking it, right?
Okay, so not yet, but we are told it will happen soon. But what I will say is that they are being so generous with the people who support them and who have taught them and enabled them to do the work they do. So for example, we spent some time with Michelle Obama's chief of staff. Her name is Tina Chen. And she actually was really open and vulnerable when I asked her, can you tell us about a time when you felt like you were failing and you were really challenged? And how did you go into your inner resolve and what did you do to really navigate that? Because we're all facing really difficult pressures and hard times, but we have to keep going. And so that level of mentorship is really transformational.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well, and as we look ahead now, and you think about graduating, what do you hope to take away from this program and get out of it?
Well, for me, I'm going to be going back to communities, but extending the reach this time because the solutions to all the issues that we have come from community, not from up here.
Yeah. Yep.
So I want to learn new tactics, new ways to build trust, new ways to engage people and to be able to scale those recommendations to the institutions that they feel are failing them.
And for Khalid, for you, when graduation happens after the year is over, what do you hope to take away from this?
Yeah, so our organization is in a very pivotal moment for growth right now. So right before I got accepted into the program, we partnered with UNICEF and we were able to scale our programs alongside nutrition. Wow. So now thinking through how to best position ourselves for growth. An exciting part about the program is actually the advisories committees that we work with every single day and the tailored classes that we take. So I'm taking classes on public health, ethics in AI, and these are all programs that are going to help me enhance my leadership skills and during this growth period. So I'm quite excited.
Wow.
Fantastic
You're
stuff.
both
Both of you. Congratulations.
so inspirational. Victoria and Khalid, congratulations. And you go get them. Go get them. Amazing. Amazing.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.